Welcome to the sports segment of the HGP Nightly News. I'm Sean Embrock. We begin with football news. Four-time National Digicel Schools football champions Christianborg Wismar Secondary began their title defense with an emphatic 7-0 triumph over Linden Foundation at the Wismar Secondary School ground. Calvin Chapman was in the mining town and he filed this report.
The defending champions answered the cry of some pundits that they aren't up to speed after a loss to Chase Academy in a friendly match last month by hammering Linden Foundation 7-0 in their opening game. Keyshawn Day got the score ticking after scoring from a corner set piece in the second minute of the game. Then, Brian Johnson quickly netted a first half hat trick, scoring in the 15th, 16th and 25th minutes. Hubert Adams, 47th. Omar Bruley, the star of the 2015 final, 58th, and Shaquille Campbell, 70th minute, all added to the score during the second half. The coach of the team is feeling no nerves on delivering again this season as they look for a 5th consecutive championship.
Because we normally start our first game very shaky, right? But I think this is a plus for us, and I think it's only going to get better in the next game to come. We've been asked that question year after year, and as I told you before, the pressure is not on us because the thing is, you've been the champion for 4 years. You've been in 5 finals, right? So that already speaks a lot, right?
Tell you now the Channel 9 Warriors top points table of semi-finalist qualifier for Friday showdown of the Guinness Greatest of the Streets. More in this report. 2015 runners-up, Channel 9 Warriors played 2 brilliant games against the West Demerara outfit Showstoppers and their Georgetown counterparts North Romveld, winning both games outright to amass the maximum 6 points to march into the semis. Defending champions Sparta Boss teamrolled Stroutville Gunners and BVB to also book their place in the semi-finals. In the process, they topped the goal average in last evening Wednesday 22nd June matches. The other 2 teams, Wizrock and Team 25 out of Linden, won their matches in similar fashion, penalty shootout in the first instance and outright wins in the second round to gain 5 points each as the runners-up in their respective groups. Channel 9 will play Team 25 in the first semi-final on Friday, and Sparta Boss will face off with Wizrock in the second match. The venue is the National Cultural Center, Tarmac. The losing teams will return to play each other for 3rd place, and the winners will battle for the national title and the right to represent Guyana at the regional championships in St. Lucia in July. FIFA's Regional Development Officer held a successful visit to Guyana. More in this report from Calvin Chapman.
FIFA's Regional Development Officer Howard McIntosh concluded a successful 3-day visit to Guyana after being involved in multiple meetings with stakeholders across the country, including Lethem and Georgetown. The visit began on Sunday, and McIntosh witnessed the Stag Elite League final at the National Track and Field facility and visited Lethem, where he met several stakeholders and opened the GFF Namilco Thunderbolt Flower Power National Under-17 tournament. He was accompanied by the president of the Guyana Football Federation, Wayne Ford. During his visit, he met with key stakeholders, including representatives from GBTI, Republic Bank, Rupununi Football Association, and the Ministry of Education. Key developmental initiatives for the advancement of football were discussed during these meetings, along with integration strategies for hinterland teams into the national program, as well as general football development in Region 9. Discussions were centered around the implementation of a national schools football program and access to land for building football pitches across Guyana with the Education Ministry.
And that concludes our sportscast. Now for a look at your weather.